Kriint and welcome to another speed build, and maybe as the title suggests, this is a starter build. It took me only around an hour, maybe a bit less, I cannot really recall, and it is a starter restaurant. And by starter, I don't mean like 20,000 as the game classifies starters. I basically I count the money that you need to buy like the cheapest lot to start, and the cheapest lot to actually buy as, a restaurant. So I counted these things and then I created the restaurant, based only with the money that an average sim would have left, around 20,000. He starts with, this is what I started with, I think. I'm not sure. So yeah, you might have a few extras left, but hey, basically this is a starter restaurant. It has room to expand if you do want to expand it, but my goal was to basically build around making it look cool in the size that currently is, and also I added a bedroom and a shower so your sim can live there. And I think that is very important, because if you do start like that, I know that is something very important to have. The actual design was based on a sushi restaurant, and the reason why that is, I feel like it was kinda cheaper to actually create it, because I don't really know, but it had that open space, and then I used colors, and they basically based it off an actual restaurant, and because it had that open space, we basically saved money from the walls. And they tried to use cheap things, but then make them look cool, even though they were cheap, they supposed to be cool. It would be a cool restaurant for your sims to hang out, even if you're not doing some sort of, I don't know, if you're not using it as a starter, which, to be honest, I do that. Like, I don't always do rags to riches because, well, to be honest, that sometimes gets kinda boring, and no matter what, you will start with that money. You will gather it somehow, so I feel like sometimes I want to speed things a bit. So this is what I did. I used things from, I think, only Dine Out, and yeah, if I'm not completely mistaken, I used only things from Dine Out and base game. So, if you don't have any other I used Get Together too. I think that was because it was the only cool one, but I'm not completely sure. So if you don't have any of the other ones, you can still download it. So this was my original idea. I don't recall if I went out of it, even though I think the only thing that I used was like the pavement in the front and then a gate in the back. But those are easily changed. I tried to make not only the inside cool with a lot of decorations and things, but also the outside. So it won't be like a boring square that you would usually stamp upon as a starter, or you would create. I wanted it to be fun, even though I had a limited amount of money to actually, use. So I wanted to have decorations, so you will only have to work your staff skills in order to make it a 5-star restaurant. I want to have the decorations because ambience is an important thing to get the 5 stars going on, so I felt like that was kind of important. So I tried to basically add things that they gave decoration. So I took into account the little environment, I think it was called, like a counter that the game has on each and every item, to make it more, I guess, to have more ambience and make sims more happy. So this is what I did, just to let you know. And as I told you, I tried to add plenty of decorations because I wanted them to have that environment and that ambience, so you won't have to do anything. If you do want to expand it, there is room, like there is room around this lot. Of course, I used the cheapest one. There are few options for you to place it. I think there are few in Newcrest. There is one on there are a few actually, yeah, I think there is at least one on each word, but that is totally up to you. And I try to basically incorporate a bit of color that would go from wall to wall, so it will be kind of colorful, but then again it will have that standard black and white type of thing, because after all it is a sushi restaurant, at least in my mind. You know, even though in the game we don't have sushi, yeah, I do know that, I acknowledge that. I wanted to basically maybe have seafood, maybe not, maybe it can be a veggie bar. It basically, my idea was a bar, a small restaurant that would look good and people can grab food on the foot. So yeah, and oh yeah, I did not recall that I used perfect patio, because let's be honest, I think everyone is matching these tables with the perfect patio thing. Chairs, I feel like they are such a great match, especially for an... Oh, I used spa day too? Why did I feel that was a starter? Huh. I don't know. I've done that build quite a while ago because I have to leave. I'm gonna go for a few weeks to visit my parents. So basically for a few weeks now I was filming videos, and this one is from this middle of the month, like 17, as I can actually see. So yeah, don't really recall what I'm doing, so excuse me, I don't recall. And yeah, as I said, I've done plenty of builds this month and I have no idea what's going on. But I know that's a cool restaurant. Like, I really enjoyed how it turned out. I didn't really believe that it would look that good because, again, it was a starter and I was like, there is no way that will look good. So I just tried and I was quite surprised of how much things I was able to place around. And my only drawback is the house that your sim will live. Like, it's very tiny, but it has anything that your sim will need to basically be up all day. It has a kitchen. It does not have yeah, that's right, it does not have a fridge. That's a good point, but I didn't really have money for a fridge, so you can just save money for a fridge. And up to then you can just grab a serving from, you know, the local, I guess, park, if anyone's reading anything. So we'll jump into the screenshots in a bit, and if you do want to download this restaurant, it will be on the gallery. Like, it is currently on the gallery, so there will be a link down below, or you can just search my username in the gallery if you do want to do that, and you will find it. I hope that this restaurant will help you basically start off easily without having to build one. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. As I already told you, I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I don't have anything else to say, so I hope that you will have an amazing day and take care. Bye.